Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn, and I'm on a journey to get out of my student loan debt and lose some weight along the way. If any of that interests you, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below and join me on this journey. And stay tuned for my September budget setup. Yes, you heard me right. It is time to set up September's budget. And again, I apologize for not having my beautiful face on the screen, but I'm still trying to work out the kinks in my hair because I didn't brush it this morning and I don't feel like being on camera. So anyway, seriously though, I do want to figure out how to get my camera working on the computer, but for now it is just the screen. And so let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to try to keep it short. This is the first time that I will actually be setting up my budget in Google Sheets. I did kind of like copy and transfer everything over from Excel to Google Sheets about mid-month last month, and now I am setting it up for the first time in Google Sheets, but it really shouldn't be that difficult because it's literally like a copy and paste. So the first thing I'm going to do is go back to my August budget, and I'm going to select everything, and I am going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it. Maybe. Did I hit the right button? Now it seems to be frozen. What the heck did I do? Okay, there it is. All right, I didn't do anything wrong. It was just my computer is being slow. I don't know why it was that. That's never happened to me before. Okay, I am also going to make this bigger so that you can see it, and I am going to change this to September before I forget. So next I am going to clear everything out, and I just delete it from each section here. Now for my sinking funds, I'm not going to change anything as far as how much I have in each sinking fund until after I fully close out my August budget. Then I also have to set up September before August fully finishes, so I am waiting on August to kind of like really adjust this. So I'm not going to really do anything in here, but I do want to figure out how much I want to put towards each sinking fund going into September. So I think I'm really just going to keep it the same with progressive and then my family time. You know what? I think I'm actually going to take my progressive off here because I have the money in savings. So once my car insurance comes due, there's going to be a choice, and either I will be making enough money that I'll still have the money in savings and I can put that towards my progressive car insurance, or I will have a job and I can make up the difference, and with my car insurance it's easy to know exactly how much needs to be in there. Or I won't have a job yet, I'm not making enough money, and I really shouldn't make a $400 payment all at once, and I will go to monthly billing, even though that is going to cost me a little bit more in the long run. So I think I'm actually going to take out my car insurance because it's really moving money from savings to savings at this point, because once I do find a job, like a full-time teaching job, and I'm making a good income again, then I want that money separate. Now, if push comes to shove and a year later I still don't have a teaching job and I'm still for some really weird reason not making enough money, then I can pull money I need just to live off of from family time. But in the meantime, until I have a full-time teaching job, I'd like to keep that money separate so that once I do have a job, I know I have, like, I'm still contributing money. Having the option to visit my mom if she is gone for a couple of weeks, whether she's at the hospital, whether she's actually had a transplant, or just is in the hospital yet again. I just want that money available to me just in case I need it. So I am going to keep that the same. It might have been a little strange that I went over my sinking funds first, but I just kind of wanted to like go over that first because I feel like moving money from savings to savings is a little iffy. So anyway, my notes for this month is I am going to FinCon. So at the last minute, exactly 1 week before FinCon starts, I decided maybe I could actually go. I know that I don't have a job, but that's kind of why I'm going. Any other teaching job that I have, there is no way that I would be able to take time off this early in the school year and for that many days, because as a teacher, I only get like 2 personal days a year. and FinCon is like 4 days, and I need a travel day, and so that's an entire week that I would need to take off, and that's not possible in my profession. Even if it were, I wouldn't want to this early in the school year, because you're establishing your routines and your procedures, and having a substitute for an entire week is just unfathomable for me this early in the school year. So that's why I've decided that I have money in savings, I have work planned and coming up, I can do this. And so I have decided to go to FinCon, and so there will be some expenses for that. So I'm just putting, September 3rd, I think is that's not how you spell September. So September 3rd, I think is the first day, or maybe it's the 4th. I don't even know. So there will be extra spending for FinCon. That includes hotel, which, oh my goodness, God bless Jen from the Budget Bounce. I am going to be rooming with her, and so I'm super excited about that. And it just all seemed to work out, and actually it was all thanks to her. She really helped me. So if you don't know Jen from the Budget Bounce, you definitely need to go check out her channel and subscribe to her. And she is in a mess of debt as well, but has come so far, and I know that, you know, she's gonna be debt free and she'll be a millionaire in just a few years. I know it. So anyway, I am going to be needing some extra spending money for FinCon. This is all going to come from my savings that I have for debt. So this means less money that's going to go to debt in the long run. But I think for me here on YouTube, and for my side hustle as a YouTuber and budgeter and all of the financial things that I do, I think that this will be a great benefit to me as well. So I have decided to kind of splurge and spend this money and kind of go on this adventure. So I am really excited to meet everybody in Washington, D.C. So if you are going to FinCon, leave me a comment down below, let me know, and I cannot wait to meet you there. So I really think that that's all the notes that I have for this month. And so I'm just going to go into the rest of my spending. So for my church giving, my giving comes out automatically on Mondays, and there are 5 Mondays in the month of September, so I have to bump this up to $115 for giving to my church. My rent for Nelnet, this I pay my undergraduate amount for rent because I live at home, and my parents are paying for my undergraduate degree, and I just pay my payment for that instead of paying my parents rent, because that's about how much it would be, and they just kind of give me the difference. My graduate loan payment is also staying the same. These might be changing soon because I have been under income-based repayment, and I reapplied for that, and I don't know if that comes into effect in September or October, but I think the amounts are either going to be the same or slightly lower. So I'm not 100% sure if these are the right amounts, but I'm okay if it's, you know, if it's a little bit different, and I'll just kind of adjust this as I go. My extra student loan payment, that won't be made at all this month, and extra checking, that I don't really add anything to that. My sinking funds, that has been brought down to $25 since I took out my car insurance. HP Instant Ink will stay the same. Verizon will stay the same. Gas, that's gonna have to go up because that will be part of my FinCon expenses. It's about 10 hours to get from Louisville to Washington, D.C. So I think it's 600 miles, drive 1,600 miles. Let's see, miles driven, cost of gas. Yeah, I guess that's about right. Fuel efficiency is more like maybe 25. It's actually probably a little bit lower than that. So the gas on your road trip will cost 66, and then I'm going to have to multiply that by 2 because I will be coming and going. So maybe like $150 for gas for FinCon, plus my regular $75. So I think this is gonna need to be $225 for gas. My groceries, I normally have $25, and I think I'm actually going to keep it at $25. I plan on taking food to FinCon to help cut down on restaurant expenses, but I'm gonna try to take as much food as I can from home and then only buy what I absolutely need to at the store. And I have a couple of gift cards at both Kroger and Target, so that I could probably use that just in case I have to buy stuff, at a grocery closer or something like that. I am going to raise this up to 50, so not a whole lot. That's okay. Teaching is just going to stay the same. That's just in case something comes up, and it provides me a little wiggle room in my budget up until I find a job. My own personal spending money, that I'm going to raise up, but I really don't know where to put it as far as FinCon is concerned. I really have no idea. Maybe $250. I really honestly don't know. I hope that I wouldn't spend that much, but that's just kind of a maybe. If you have been to FinCon before, please let me know what is a good amount for spending while there. That might help me out, because I really don't know what to expect as far as other expenses are concerned. I can't think of any, but really, how do I know that? As far as restaurants and eating out, I know that DC is a very expensive area, but I'm also going to try to take as much food as I can. But I also don't want to miss out on being with people that, I'd like to meet and talk to, and that's done over meals a lot. So for that, I'm going to put my spending at $250, just because it is really expensive, and I want to give myself options on that. For my weight loss category, I'm going to keep it at $50, but honestly, I don't actually plan on purchasing a 5K for the month of October, so I'm just going to leave $50 in there just in case I change my mind, at some point. So that is kind of where my budget is at for now. It's always subject to change. That's the thing about a budget, is that it is fluid. So, I can always change it if I need to. So that is it for today. Let me know what you think about my budget down below. Also, don't forget to tell me if you are going to FinCon, if you've been to FinCon, what can I expect as far as spending money and restaurants and all of that. Please let me know any information that you can possibly give, because I could really, really use the extra planning and all of that goes into it while I make my last minute preparations. Also, don't forget to like this video, share it with somebody else that might be trying to get out of debt, maybe share it with somebody else that is going to FinCon as well, and of course I would love to meet them too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!